Only for them ops and my fucking team. They just stacking greens. Had to crack the system and just stick to the mission. 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 Stick to the mission.
What's up, everybody? Pat Healy, Brooklyn Boxing Podcast, alongside the Tomahawk, Drew Dwelly, after his victory. What was that, a week ago?
About 2 weeks ago.
Okay, 2 weeks ago, down in the Dominican. Drew, you got the knockout.
Yep.
You did what you were supposed to do, the big right hand. Tell me about the connection to get that guy knocked out. Did you know right away?
Yeah, you could hear the sound of the punch. Even after the coach came up to me and was like, man, it sounded like a pumpkin smashed on the cement. It was like the sound of it. He said, as soon as it landed, he knew something was broken. He said, you either broke your hand or broke his head. Something's broken. It's too loud.
Damn, so that's that baseball power we talked about in our first interview. You know, Drew, former baseball player, he's got that big right hand, that power translates right to boxing. He delivered the knockout just as he predicted. Tell me a little bit about the promotion too. Seemed like a pretty good show they got going over there in the Dominican. Chuan Boxing, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, so they put together a nice event. They had it in the Coliseum over there in Santo Domingo. They spiced it up pretty nice when we got there for the weigh-in. Little older building. When you went in the day of the fight, it would look like a different place. It was real nice. So they did a real good job. They streamed it nice on YouTube, and it was a good show.
Nice. And I was asking Drew a little bit off camera too about we're live here in the 5th Street Gym. It's hot as hell in here. It's probably 100 degrees. You know, we're cutting weight right now. But in the Coliseum in the Dominican, it was warm, right? But not like this. So tell me about like the warm-up process to get a sweat going, so that way you're coming into the ring hot.
Getting dressed, you were sweating a little bit. So you're already building up a sweat just hanging out. Just whatever you're doing, you're sweating. So it made it a lot easier to warm up. You weren't in some air-conditioned gym where you need 15 or 20 minutes to get ready. So a couple of rounds of shadow boxing and that kind of stuff, and you're ready to go. So actually made it a lot more comfortable to be stepping in the ring knowing you're ready, rather than getting in and shivering like you do in some of these gyms with AC.
In the feeling out process with this fight, you didn't know much about the opponent, right? Not much film on him or anything. So first minute or so, what were you thinking in terms of like, let me see what this guy's got, let me touch into the body? What was the thought process maybe to kind of see what was in his arsenal? Yeah, so
I just wanted to see the kind of power he had, and I wanted to see how crazy he was going to come, if he was going to be under control, if he's going to be wild, what angles the punches are going to come from, just to know how to counter and how to set up my defense. And once I saw the first couple punches, had nothing on him, it was like, all right, time to come at him and just make him feel my power, because he had nothing that, even a lucky punch wasn't going to hurt you, so yeah, there was nothing to fear.
Damn, so Drew, nothing to fear in there. He just got in there, got the knockout. What's next? Do you think you're going to go back to Dominican? You're going to fight here in Miami?
As many fights as I can get in upcoming is better, but I know of one coming at the end of July in Dominican Republic, so that's a possibility. Dino had mentioned something in Mexico, possibly at the end of the month. So we're still, I guess, waiting to find out on that. I know there's a handful coming up in Miami, but nothing's really set in stone yet. So,
but something this summer, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm trying to get 2 before the end of the summer at least. So
nice. Staying active, very active. So we'll keep the ball rolling here. But Drew, we got these little dummies here. If you don't mind showing the people here the combination or how you set it up. Use this guy as the Dominican fella you knocked out.
All right, so he kind of came out in a little Philly shell type of the little Floyd shoulder roll. So as soon as it came out, I noticed that, and guys that don't have that defense really down, it's pretty easy to break apart. So as soon as they come down and you come low a couple of times, come right over the top of the right hand, and that's pretty much what I did. As soon as his eyes went down, the right hand came over, stunned him. He tried to come back with a little right, rolled it, and came right back to another right. As soon as he got back up, did it right away. As soon as he leaned, I caught him with a liver shot, and that was it. So,
and tell the people a little bit about like some of the tricks of the trade in there they might not know about or see when they're watching. Like, are you looking down to bring your eyes down, or is it just going to the body to try to bring his hands down for the big right hand?
You can do two things. I usually tend to look at the chest because that's where their movement's going to come from. So I'll look down. I'll try to set my eyes down, and then come up, or like you said, get low, get your body down, and keep coming down until they get used to it, and then come over the top. You know, it's play the mind games, and as long as you're smarter than the guy in there, you got an advantage.
Yeah.
So just keep trying to make them guess. The more they're guessing, the less confident they are.
That's what it was. That's Drew right here with the knockout. Showed you guys how it went down. I'm sure there's more to come in his next few fights. So everyone go make sure to follow us on ThePodMatrix on YouTube. Hit the Instagram, Brooklyn Boxing Podcast, and Drew as well.
Tomahawk _Dwelly.
Go check it out. Thanks, man.
All right.